skills, time flows through me. How many rhyme flows and lines can I recite?
The ball show. H2O here today. We're ascending 2026 if you haven't heard yet. Try my best. I'm going to start with college football. Indiana, undefeated, going against the team that barely made it in at the last second, Miami. Fernando Mendoza and the boys going into Hard Rock Stadium. Should be you would think it'd be packed house for Miami, but that's just not the case. I guess they don't have a huge fan base down there, or however you want to put it. It's not like you're going into the Garden for Game 7 and watching the Celtics. So it'll be interesting to check the crowd out there and see if a lot of Indiana people show up for that one. 15-0 under Curt Cignetti, who was formerly a coach at FCS. James Madison, who did so well. I believe they won a national championship and actually moved into the FBS. Got him a job at Indiana, turned the program around, has 2 great years already. I think he's making $11 million a year. That's his salary there. Did a little research before I started this recording. Also, if you can just subscribe. I know everybody says that, but I just need 13 more subscribers and I can go live. So, hook me up. I only got 20 views last time. But we do this for fun. Moving over to Miami and Mario Cristobal, head coach. Carson Beck, running back. Solid defense. A lot of people have Indiana highly favored to win this fucking game. But I'll tell you what. If I was a college student or going into college and Miami wins the national championship, look out for Miami because that's a main attraction. They could definitely become a powerhouse again like they were in the early 2000s and the late 90s or whatever it was. I feel like Miami could be a very dangerous school. I'm certain they probably have enough money to pay them to come there, and they're an attractive school. So if you want to live out there with Rick Ross and DJ Khaled, live that Miami lifestyle out on the beach, I would personally take that over Indiana. But Cignetti has done a great fucking job. So we're going to have to pay a little respect to him. I was looking at, basically, his dad was a college football Hall of Famer. So his dad must have been pretty good, either at football or coaching. I'm pretty sure it was playing football at fucking West Point or something. So he was at, I want to say he coached Indiana University in Pennsylvania. I don't even know what that is. Leonard! Cut the shit. Either way, 26-2 in Indiana at this head coaching position. Playing career, played quarterback at West Virginia. Coaching career. Start with Davidson, quarterback, wide receiver coach in 1985. Rice, quarterback coach. Temple, quarterback coach. Pitt, QB and tight end coach. NC State, QB coach. So he works with a lot of QBs early in his career. Went over to Alabama from 2007 to 2010. Indiana University of Pennsylvania for about 6 years. Elon, James Madison, and then a huge jump to Indiana. Got bounced last year in the playoffs. Obviously, it's not easy to win a national championship, but that's just a little bit about Cignetti if you're interested. Okay, well, let's look at the odds for this. Indiana, Miami odds. I know Miami is heavily favored, and a lot of people are saying they're one of the greatest college football teams to ever be assembled, and they're just rolling over teams. I know that Indiana doesn't turn the ball over, and they more so do not get penalties. They're top 10 in the least amount of penalties. And And Miami, on the other hand, will fucking have a lot of penalties. So it'll be interesting to see those yellow flags this Monday. Oh, yeah. I'll go back to that later, though. The timing. So, let's see. Indiana, the minus 8.5 spread. That's a huge, huge spread. Sorry. Minus 340. Which means you would have to bet $340 just to win $100. Clearly, as it states right here. Try to highlight it. That's what minus 340 means. Miami, you go ahead and put 100 on Miami to win. You're going to get 270. To play, if you want Miami, you probably go spread. Because they're giving you 8.5 points. Which is like a weird number. So yeah, Miami is heavily, heavily, heavily favored. Who'd they beat to get here, you ask? They beat Alabama. And that's it. They had a bye in the first round, right? Is that how it worked? Yeah, so all they had to beat was Alabama. Duh, Oregon. Duh. Sorry, I knew that was fucked up. It's sad. All right. Oh, when is the national championship? $4:30 on Monday, January 19th. So this episode, you might see it. You probably won't see it, but it'll be a couple days after that. Okay. Let's move over to the NFL. Obviously, you got the playoffs going, divisional round. I know Saturday, don't even have to look at the screen. 1:30, you got the Bills and the Broncos. And then later in the day, 49ers and the Seahawks. Local 49ers fans are really hyped up. They believe that they can win it all. Texans Patriots, which is a fucking phenomenal matchup because Texans have a great defense. They got the Fab Four is what they're calling the some guys over there on the defensive end or the defense's side of the ball for the Texans. And I know, what is that? Aziz Sajir, whatever. Algier. Oh shoot. Fab Four. Houston. That ain't it. Will Anderson is definitely one of it. Maybe it was just something that somebody said on a podcast or something. Either way, they got a pretty good defense. And there's some notable players. They call themselves the Fab Four, or somebody does. Patriots, Drake May has been silencing the haters all year long. Not the toughest schedule. This year is up for grabs for anybody. Another interesting one, Rams and Bears. It's supposed to be freezing cold from what I've heard in Chicago. So we're not sure if there's going to be a lot of points being scored. The Bears, they play a lot of close games, and they rely on turning the ball over. They lead the league in the turnover department. And I'm excited to see if Stafford is going to take care of the football, you know. Oh, back to the Houston game. They don't have Nico Collins. He's out, and 49ers Kittles is out. So those are huge ones. Darnold's actually questionable for some reason. I don't know what's going on with Darnold. You can take a look right there. Questionable oblique. So, yeah. Isn't that right here? So, I don't know. I feel like he'll be good to go. I mean, who isn't fucking hurt in the NFL? Let's go game by game. Let's go back to this. Let's check the odds. You know, checking the odds is never a bad idea. Give you an idea of who's favored to win. I'll open up a new tab over here. Bills, Broncos. Got to be the Broncos favorites, right? Listen, I'm not saying to bet on the game. I'm just showing you what the odds are. Denver minus 1.5 favorites. Buffalo right there plus 100. So they're honestly, it's like a 50-50. But I guess a slight favor. Maybe you could say like a 49-51 type of deal for Denver.
This new tent's amazing.
Sweet.
Yeah. And it was easy to pay off.
It's okay. Nobody's going to see it. When the Bills out the ball, I'm not reading all that shit. So Josh Allen, they got him throwing an interception. There you go. Okay. Let's go Niners, Seahawks. Winston. I'm watching some dogs. He wants to play with the toy, so I won't forget about you. I'll do that. I'll throw that after tug of war. Let's get down to. So they got. Seahawks are favored by 7 points. Huge plus money at the San Francisco 49ers win. Yeah, so they're going to be in Seattle. Heavy favorites. I would say just give me every game, but we're already halfway through this, so. Oh, I wanted to talk about the national championship. The ticket prices, the minimum ticket's like $3,000 for like the worst seat you can get right now, or 2.7K. Okay. Let's just go Rams Bears. I know that one's after. Rams Bears odds. So the Rams are minus 3.5 favorites at number 2 Chicago Bears. The fuck? Or is that like somebody's advice there? I guess I could see the Rams being favorites there. But it's going to be cold. It's going to be a tough game. It's the coldest game Stafford's ever played in. Rams minus 198. 3.5 point spread. So they got the Rams by winning more than a field goal. What's the last game? It's the AFC. You got the Bills. I'm trying to remember this. The Bills, the Broncos, the Patriots, and the Texans. Did I already do that one? Patriots got to be favored. Patriots minus 3. That's going to be a fucking ball game right there. Sunday, 12 o'clock Pacific. Alright, enough of that. I'm going to get into all the head coaches getting fired lately. Harbaugh fired, but I hear he's going to the Giants. That's not sure if that's official. It should be official. McDaniel fired from the Dolphins. Gannon, Cardinals coach, gone. Pete Carroll, Raiders Send him to the curb. Stefanski, gone. Raheem Morris, gone. Dayball, gone. Callahan, gone. And Tomlin stepped down. So, there's a lot of vacancy, as they say, for the NFL head coaches. That's the most I've ever seen anybody get fired that I can remember recently, when they ripped off like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys. Step down, you know. That's like almost, that's over a quarter of the league, right? We're going to move to the MLB. The hot stove. They got it by division here, which I like. So if you don't care about baseball, I don't know what I can tell you, but close the video or wait for the NBA. Blue Jays, free agents. Oh, okay. I'm going to go to acquisitions. So they got Cease. Spoke about that. Tyler Rogers. Eloy Jimenez. Let's go. Pete Alonso to the Orioles. They got Shane Baz. Taylor Ward. Zach Eflin. Oh, he re-signed. Gavin Lux, he just went to the Angels via the Reds in a 3-team trade. I'm not too mad about that. It kind of felt sad as a Reds fan when Gavin Lux was like our star pickup last year for the plate, you know, as a hitter. He was batting like what, 6th or 7th in the Dodgers lineup. Leonard, cut the shit. Rays get Cedric Mullins. He went to the Rays. Cedric Mullins. Jake Fraley, former Red. Steven Matz, pitcher. I'm not going to talk about the subtractions. Red Sox, they got Suarez a day or two ago. Sonny Gray. Oh, they got Wilson Contreras. Wow. Holy shit. I got to tell my boy Tommy about that. They got a fucking... says he plays first base. I could have sworn he was a catcher. But I guess... who's catching over there in Boston? Somebody, obviously. Yankees. They get Blackburn from Brentwood, California. None of the shit going over there in New York yet. I know Yankees fans are going to be pissed. We'll go to the AL Central. Go to the Indians. Not a lot of movement going on over there. Shouldn't take long. Royals get Lane Thomas. I remember seeing him in D.C. Tigers, they pick up nobody. Twins. Somebody said something about Carantini. Eric Wagaman. Oh my God, I was trying to think of his name earlier when I was doing the Immaculate Grid. Josh Bell, a fucking huge bat. Doesn't he strike out a lot? Acquisitions, Murakami, so the White Sox. I talked about that last episode. White Sox got that Japanese guy, I think he's Japanese. Let's go to the AL West. Angels got Grayson Rodriguez, Kirby Yates, Josh Lowe. They just got picked up Josh Lowe. Astros, they go... It's Tatsuya Imai. I think that's a pitcher, a foreigner. He's obviously a foreigner, but I'm saying he just got to the league here. I'm not going to click that because I don't want to lose this spot. A's pick up. Didn't they get somebody? McNeil. A's got McNeil. Hey, A's fans. Jeff McNeil. Little pesky left-hander. Right? Mariners go out and re-sign Josh Naylor. Not a lot of shit going on over there. Rangers, Nimmo, Danny Jansen. They have a fucking catcher there already. The Braves. Ha-Seong Kim. They got Yaz. Not a lot going on there. Marlins. Sorry if you're bored, but if you like baseball, I mean, this is good stuff here. Refresh the whatever you want to call it. Get you back in the ball knowledge for the baseball. Marlins, Esteury Ruiz, Speedster. Mets, they just got Bo Bichette today. Semien. Ooh, Mets got Semien and Bo Bichette. And they have Soto and Lindor. I mean, their infield is probably fucking nasty if they have Semien, Bichette, Lindor. Leonard! Nationals. Look at, they didn't pick up shit. They're just going to lose 100 years this game. That's what people are saying. I mean, 100 games this year. Phillies re-signed Schwarber. They're happy about that. JT Realmuto re-signed. NL Central. Oh, yeah, my favorite division. Brandon Woodruff back to the Brewers. Yeah, they need him. The Cardinals get Dustin May. Cubs. They got Bregman. Edward Cabrera, pitcher. Shoto re-signed. Matone. Pirates. Brandon Lowe. Ryan O'Hearn. Pirates making some moves. Fuck the Pirates, dude. The Reds can never win there for some reason. At PNC. Reds, who did we get up? Who did we pick up? JJ Bleday? Are you fucking kidding me? And then Brock Burke. Like, we gave up Lux for Brock Burke. I never heard of this guy. I hope he's a fucking dog. Leonard! D-backs, they get Arenado, Merrill Kelly. He came back. I know he left for a little bit. They traded him last year, and now he's back. Mike Soroka. James McCann. Are you fucking kidding me? James McCann is still fucking playing fucking baseball? Oh, maybe I was thinking of Brian McCann. That makes sense. Baseball guys know who the fuck Brian McCann is. Braves in like the 2000s, like 2010s. Dodgers, they get Kyle Tucker, monster fucking deal, $60 million a year. Edwin Diaz. Giants, Tyler Manley. He was with the. Oh, never mind. I took maybe Luke Maley. Got the dog right next to me. He's dying for me to get over there. Padres, Michael King re-signed, good pitcher. Tristan McKenzie, he's having a little bit of struggles. He's still in the minor leagues. Michael Lorenzen goes to the Rockies. Holy fucking shit. Let's see, is that it? Yeah, that's it for that. NBA, we'll do real quick, get this episode over with and uploaded. Kuminga demands a fucking trade. I'm not a huge... I can't really fucking break down basketball players' game as well as others. But I hear Kuminga's a solid player on a team without Curry because he needs the ball in his hands a lot more. This is just what I hear. So, I mean, I guess he really wants to get the fuck out of there. He's demanding a trade. But this has been going on since last year. I think they've wanted to get rid of Kuminga, and it'll be interesting to see where he goes. Apparently, he doesn't fit well with Curry. And he plays well when Curry is not, when Curry is injured or sitting out. Ja potentially being shopped by the Grizzlies, yeah. Trae Young traded to Washington, D.C. The Wizards making some noise. And then Jaren Jack. JJJ, I guess they got ED there in Memphis. They want him. Pick up something for him. And then AD is trying to get somewhere else as well, or the Mavericks are trying to move that piece. Leonard, you all right? He's got asthma. I got to go help him out. But it's not bad. He's fine. AD, he is injured right now, so very tough to trade somebody that is hurt. And that's it for episode 10.